Coming up on The Rocks, we'll talk about some of the new COVID mitigation rules, update you on the latest on the weather and the power outages that it caused, and take a look at the Thanksgiving shopping and what some of the outlets are looking like. All this and more on The Rocks. Welcome back to On the Rocks. I'm Madison Williams.
And I'm Daniel Sedor-Franzk. Mac Bell is out for today, so I'll be stepping in.
We move into our first story as COVID-19 is rising at an increasing rate, and we are starting to see a jump in cases here on campus. As of Monday's report, a total of 24 new cases between November 10th and the 16th have been confirmed, with 14 being students and 10 being staff. Since August 20th, we have now had 229 positive cases from students and 24 staff cases. In Butler County, there were 122 new cases. In addition to this, yesterday, the Pennsylvania Department of Health posted new guidelines to help stop the spread of COVID. Masks are to be required indoors and outdoors. While indoors, masks now required anytime you're with people outside of your household, even if you're socially distant. There is also a travel order requiring anyone who visits Pennsylvania from another state, they must get tested within 72 hours before entering the state. Anybody from the Commonwealth looking to travel outside of the state also must follow these rules when coming home. Also recommended were guidelines for colleges and universities to implement testing strategies to prevent an outbreak when students return from holiday break.
Moving to a national level, over in Philadelphia, they implemented new restrictions for the rest of 2020. Some restrictions include no indoor gatherings such as bars and restaurants. Outdoor gatherings are on limited capacity and no food is allowed. Masks are required at all times. Gyms, museums, and libraries will also be closed again. Similar businesses such as bowling alleys or movie theaters will also have to close again. People also must work from home unless it is not possible to do so, and colleges and high schools must conduct online virtual learning. In Ohio, Governor Mike DeWine announced yesterday that all businesses must close between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. for the next 21 days. In New York, similar to Ohio, bars and restaurants with a liquor license must close at 10 p.m. and any private gathering is to be limited to 10 people, down from 50. And in Maryland, bars and restaurants must close at 10 p.m. However, takeout and delivery is still allowed. For retail businesses, gyms, and religious institutions, capacity is limited to 50%. By this Friday, all of the restrictions will be into place for their respective state.
Slippery Rock University President William Barry, along with the University Health Center, have decided to implement new safety precautions in the 2021 spring semester in an effort to mitigate the COVID-19 rising cases. The university says students can still expect to wear masks around campus, in the dining areas, and to the ARC. Student employees will still be expected to have temperature checks along with a series of questions regarding their symptoms. The rapid testing will be a saliva-based PCR COVID-19 test. President Barry has been working closely with the Allegheny County Health Network and plans to have made his final decision by Thanksgiving about the new form of testing, including its supplier. The plan would cost at least 7 figures, but President Barry assures we will not go broke. All protocols are in high hopes that students can have more in-person classes and social activities by the fall semester of 2021. He added that testing will allow you to know if someone has been exposed quicker than if you just wait for symptoms to show up. The university will keep us updated.
Over the past few days, we've seen a bit of inclement weather. Sunday, West Penn Power Company reported 2,624 customers were without power, mainly in Butler area. As of today, West Penn Power reports around 63 customers are still without power, but should expect power restoration by this afternoon.
Earlier today, the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, also known as the PSAC, announced that all winter sports are canceled. This comes just a week later after the PSAC announced last week that fall sports will not be played. And the possibility of playing fall sports in the spring has also been cut short for the graduating student athletes. This is a somber time for student athletes who will not have the last chance to play a game or to have their senior recognition night. Fall sports, including volleyball, football, and field hockey, had to take the bad news and keep preparing for the future. Due to the recent rise in COVID-19 cases and the undetermined future of a vaccine, the PSAC decided it is in the best interest of everyone to not participate in sports at this time. With winter sports now including basketball, track and field, and soccer, they also have had their season ended before they even get the chance for it to begin. The likeliness of spring sports is also not looking good. However, student athletes, coaches, staff, and the fans are all remaining optimistic. We'll be right back with more after this commercial break.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or someplace happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better. Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or someplace happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better. Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
Do you remember when you were told to sit still? Walk, don't run. Don't sit too close to the screen. Don't touch that. Color inside the lines. At Slippery Rock, we inspire the motion, the music, and the moments of challenge that allow you to be your best, now and in the future. Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
This year's holiday shopping will continue with extended holiday hours just on Black Friday. Up the road, the Grove City outlets will be closed on Thanksgiving and opening back up on Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. With only one day to shop all those holiday deals, the question remains if the limited hours will minimize or maximize holiday crowds. A lot of major retailers have also started early online Black Friday deals, so if you're looking to get a head start, now's your chance.
We've seen women in sports continue to climb the ladder of success. Over the last year, in professional baseball specifically, there has been a noticeable change. Alyssa Nacken became the first female coach in MLB history. Melanie Newman became the Orioles' first female play-by-play broadcaster. And Jessica Mendoza became the first female World Series analyst. On Friday, Kim Anning was named the first female general manager in the MLB history as she accepted the position with the Miami Marlins. Women have been fighting for equality for generations. The year 2020 has shown an increase in women holding higher positions within all professional sports. This may just be the start of an equality movement as we see more and more women accepting these kinds of positions.
It was a busy meeting Monday for the SGA as they held their final formal meeting of the semester. As part of the regular open forum, SRU President William Barry took some time to answer senators' questions regarding the university's plans around the pandemic going into the spring semester and beyond. Barry says that for SRU to have more face-to-face courses in the fall, rigorous asymptomatic testing will be needed. He says the university is hoping to have a contract set up with a supplier in the next few weeks and that the university plans to spend well over $1 million in testing. Also of concern for some senators, the lack of breaks during the semester and burnout. Senator Gabriel Stiles asked President Barry how the university plans to address student health without any planned breaks this spring.
I think looking back on this semester, it would be a very bad idea. And I kind of want to know what your thoughts are on implementing maybe just a few day breaks, a weekend break here and there, because overall students are just really burnt out?
That's a great question, and the challenge I have with Kutztown's model is that if you announce these days beforehand and build them into a calendar, you're just going to get mini versions of the same reasons why you don't want a full spring break.
Barry added that he is not opposed to breaks, but would prefer them to be spontaneous as to prevent students from planning what he sees as a, quote, knucklehead move-in. That plan is not something Barry has asked the university to see about implementing yet, but something he has thought about. Barry was also asked about the financial state of the university and tuition costs. He explained that funding SRU receives from PASHE has been frozen at a set rate for many years and is not adjusted with the student growth the university has seen over that time. He says this results in SRU receiving almost $1,000 less per student than what PASHE receives overall per student. Barry encouraged the Senate to use their position to advocate for better funding. As part of their agenda, the SGA voted on an initiative request by the Rocket of $6,490.90. The request, half of the paper's budget, was sought out after the SGA club and organizational budgets by 50% 2 weeks ago due to reduced fees collected this year. Hannah Shumsky, editor-in-chief of the Rocket, says that without the funds, recovery from the cuts would be difficult.
As we continue to navigate through the pandemic, we need transparency more than ever, and we hope SGA sees the value of student journalism not only at SRU, but nationwide by approving our request today. Without this request, our fees for national recognition and affiliations, competitions, printing fees, and online website fees will be cut to a point that will be difficult for us to speedily recover from before the start of the spring 2021 semester.
Speaker Kyle Menner asked if approving the measure would set precedent for other organizations to request their budget and what position would that put the SGA in. Vice President of the Finance, Nate Dessing, said most clubs have not touched their budgets this year, and he did not anticipate there'd be a high need for the budgets to be supplemented. Shumsky says the paper has already made budget cuts and shrinked print circulation to account for the reduced number of students on campus, along with raising over $3,000 in ad revenue this semester. The measure passed with a majority vote. Speaker Menner was the lone dissenter. The SGA recognized the sixth and final organization for the semester, unanimously voted in Chi Sigma Iota. The organization acts as a professional honor society for those in the counseling field. Lastly, parliamentarian Grant Warmbean was nominated and approved to serve on the Slippery Rock Student Government Association Board of Directors. According to President Joey Sudo, Warmbean was the only president to apply for the position. And that is your SGA update. After this commercial break, we will talk all about seniors and alumni. Make sure to stay tuned.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or someplace happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better. Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
Do you remember when you were told not to play with fire? You were told to be quiet. When they said caring wasn't in your generation's DNA. When they said stop playing with toys. Do you remember when they said stop dreaming? At Slippery Rock, we inspire the dreams, the noise, the caring to challenge you to be your best. Now and in the future, Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference. Do you remember when you were told to put away your toys? Don't climb on that. Don't write on the walls. Go easy on the makeup. Do you remember when you were told to mind your own business and wait your turn? At Slippery Rock, we inspire the heights, the color, the caring for each other to challenge you to be your best. Now and in the future, Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
One of our very own On the Rocks team members, Emily Schuyer, became a proud SRU alumni after this semester. Unfortunately, Emily could not join us in the studio today, but here is a look at what she had to say taking this big step forward.
Hello, my name is Emily Schuyer, and I'm one of the content creators for WSRU-TV show On the Rocks. So unfortunately, this is my first and last semester with WSRU-TV, and I really wish I would have joined sooner because I have loved working with this team, and I loved being able to create all this content and see these stories come to life on screen. I graduate in December with a major in digital media productions and a minor in film and media studies. I'm excited to get out there into, my career field, but I'm also really sad to be leaving all this behind. And so I'm just wishing everyone the best as they go into the spring semester, and I'll be checking in on everyone. Thanks.
We are definitely going to miss you, Emily. All of us at WSRU-TV wish you the best. Well, if you are like Emily and are graduating this semester, virtual commencement will be December 12th at 10 a.m. and will be accessible via the SRU's Facebook page and website. Wish all future SRU graduates the best of luck in their future.
Another addition to those soon-to-be alumni are the Alumni Boxes. Alumni Boxes will be available for SRU alumni to purchase and are similar to subscription boxes. With a once-a-year fee, they will be able to get some of the newest merchandise from the SGA bookstore, so no matter where they are, they can rep their rock gear.
As we all know, some of our alumni are all over the country each year. WSRU-TV and the Communications Department, now the Strategic Communications and Media Department, recognize some of the very best in the industry through the Media Hall of Fame. Due to the pandemic, this year's event will be virtual and will be premiering tomorrow, Thursday, November 19th at 6 p.m. on our YouTube channel. We're going to toss it to a quick commercial break before we talk Steeler football.
Do you remember when you were told to sit still? Walk, don't run. Don't sit too close to the screen. Don't touch that. Color inside the lines. At Slippery Rock, we inspire the motion, the music, and the moments of challenge that allow you to be your best, now and in the future. Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or some place happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you are pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better. Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
It starts with a dream, and then something, someone, or some place happens. That is the difference between those who dream and those who make it happen. An experience where you're pushed, challenged, knocked down, picked up, encouraged to do better and to be better.
Check out our studio!
Make your dreams happen at Slippery Rock University. Experience the difference.
Go Rock! This past Sunday, the Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Cincinnati Bengals with a score of 36-10. For the first time in the franchise's 87-year history, Pittsburgh is undefeated through 9 games after breezing by the Bengals. Ben Roethlisberger, Mike Tomlin, and the rest of the Steelers are in uncharted territory now. Pittsburgh will look to stay perfect as they play this Sunday against the 1-8 Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's go Steelers!
Oh yes, the weather outside is frightful, but the Slippery Rock Christmas Market is in town. Slippery Rock Mayor John David Longo organized the event that takes place this Saturday from 4 to 7:30 at Gateway Park. There will be food, crafts, and entertainment provided by tons of local Slippery Rock businesses. If you can go out, make sure to stay warm and stay safe. Before we go, here's a look ahead at some of the events to look forward to. Tomorrow's Media Hall of Fame, Light Up Night is this Saturday, Thanksgiving is next Thursday, Black Friday the day after. Virtual commencement is December 12th. The beginning of the spring semester starts January 19th, 2021. That's all we have for you this year. We look forward to returning to you in 2021.
Until then, stay safe and enjoy the holidays. And we'll see you soon on the Rocks.